Hey everybody, how's it going? Doing something a little different. This week, I'm out in the hills right now, but I recorded some gear maintenance videos back home and a video on doing filters and just some accessories for cleaning. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. We'll be back to regular content soon, but thought I would just make you stay inside with me for a little while. So enjoy. Have a couple different options here as well. Kind of more in travel mode. Obviously, like this isn't the easiest thing to throw in your backpack and take up the mountain with you. So I like these lens cleaners from Hoodman. It's a two-piece system. So let me show you here on this lens. Step one is a wet wipe, and step two is a dry wipe. And they're great. They fold up. They're super small. It's easy to have, 5 or 6 of these in your kit when you're out in the middle of nowhere and have some dirt that you're dealing with. Weather resistant lens. So yeah, give it a quick dust off. And then start with step one, my wet wipe. Again, you really want clean hands for this. When you're touching the wipe before you touch your lens. I'll start on my back element, which is kind of when you're looking for clean glass, the back element's going to show up a lot more than the front. Any dust on here is going to be sharp. Any dust on here is going to be out of focus. So, still good to keep these clean, but dust on the front element of the lens is not really all that big of a deal in the long run, whereas on the back side of the lens, it's kind of like having it on your sensor. Okay, wet wipe all done. These are great for laptop screens and keyboards as well. So once everything's nice and soaked, go through with the dry wipe. Concentric circles inside to outside. Looks pretty good. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine too, but I try really hard to get to the edges. These wipes are a little bit bigger than this lip sometimes, and I'll get everything all clean and then look at it a few minutes later and it's kind of like grime all around the outside. So just something to keep in mind. Looking pretty good. One last dust off. Perfect. Nice clean lens. Yeah, so these are great for the field. I also have Zeiss has like a smaller, cheaper cleaning fluid. So this is one this is a little bit bigger too, but something you can keep in your kit. And then I think these guys are Pure Stone, but they just sell booklets of tissues. So instead of having the big box like this, you can have a smaller booklet that you bring with you. Yeah, and it's kind of apples and oranges, which one you like, kind of going through all of them. What I have stopped using is these lens pens. This is a charcoal tip, and so I used to use this exclusively, and I'd get in there and clean the lens that way. But once I started getting into more expensive lenses and started learning about the wet system, these just get a little scary because if you do have a piece of dirt or anything on here, and you do press it up against the lens, you're actually going to scratch the front element, obviously. So I like having stuff that's nice and clean, and having some of that lubricant is super helpful as well. So yeah, a couple different options. What else did I bring out here? So I keep a horsehair brush around, again, just for when it's really, really bad out. It's easy to kind of get in there. And then lastly, this is a Hama pen, and I just picked this guy up, but let me spin it out here. These are these really, really thick bristles. And this is a contact cleaner. So batteries, lenses, a lot of stuff have these, I think it's copper contacts. Obviously don't let anything drift into your lens when you use this. But if you're having communications issues, either with your battery's not starting up your camera or your lenses aren't communicating with the camera, this thing's great. just gets in there and cleans them off really easily. So I know people have used alcohol and all that kind of stuff, but especially when you're, you're that close to your back element, or you're this close to your sensor. There's the contacts right in there. It's nice to have something that is less likely to gunk up the inside of your camera. All right, lastly, I got these 4x4 and 4x5 filters from Lee. There's 2 sets in here. These are the 4x5s, and these are all made of resin, which I was really hesitant about, but they've been great, solid, super durable, scratch resistant. They got a little more give to them, so if you do get some pressure on here, I think they'd probably be less likely to shatter than a glass filter. And then my 10 stop and my polarizer are both glass filters. So one note with this is when I am cleaning these, I'll actually empty this whole bag out, and these dividers come out as well. I'm just going to try to get all my dirt out of there, because again, you got dirt in there and you're sliding these in and out. It's not great, but same system here. Get all the dirt out. I'll usually give this guy a little bit of a, since this is my circular polarizer, it does spin, and I'll just spin it around a little bit, make sure not hearing anything grinding up in there. Yeah, and then same exact thing. Get the wipe, a little bit of Pancro, inside to outside. Inside to outside. Hit it with the blower one more time, and we are good to go. Thank you for joining me. I hope you learned something. I just wanted to kind of get it all out in one video because there's good information out there, but it's kind of hard to filter through some of the videos sometimes, and I thought I'd just bring you along as I'm cleaning all of my GAC. Yeah, any questions, hit me up in the comments, but it's been fun hanging out, and see you again next week.